What's up, guys? We're going to talk about the Cavs today, the reigning NBA champions. So, Cleveland Cavaliers, what do we expect from them? First of all, Coach Lue, Ty Lue has been signed for a few years, so he's staying. He did help them come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals, which has not happened ever. So he has the whole season to show us if he's the real deal or not. They picked up Mike Dunleavy, Chris Anderson, Kay Felder, but they did lose Matthew Dellavedova. They cut Dahante Jones, Mozgov, and Mo Williams. So we'll see how it goes for this Cavs team. The big X factor here is, can Mike Dunleavy help fill the gap at the 2 and play some defense? And which Kevin Love is going to show up? The all-star Kevin Love, or the three-point shooting Kevin Love? Which one is going to show up and play this season? Because they kind of showed that he was kind of almost irrelevant in the finals, except maybe I believe the last game and the game before that. So you had your doubts about them trading Andrew Wiggins because he didn't really show up. And another question is, does Chris Anderson still have it? Will he be able to contribute? If he will, he's really going to erase any doubts about letting Mozgov leave, even though he didn't do too much last year. Their three-point shooting has some room to grow, even though it's pretty good. It still has a bit of room to grow here. For Rookie of the Year, I don't see anybody on the Cavs really in the race for that. I see though, for the sixth man, Channing Frye, raining down the threes, he should be a big factor, at least in the running for sixth man. I'm not going to say sixth man, but in the running for sixth man, unless he, somehow the coach decides to start him. Overall, for this Cavs team, it's the conference is theirs for the taking. I do think that a few other teams have a bit more talent on their roster in the East than they do, but it's kind of hard to fight with LeBron and Kyrie at this point. It shouldn't be a cakewalk for them, bearing any injuries, of course. Do I expect them to make it back? I expect them definitely to make it back to the finals. And really, unless the Indiana Pacers can shape up, and if they can get the offense going, then I think they might have a challenge. But if not, I don't see anybody else really stopping them. So it's just the Cavs versus the Cavs at this point. But they might have some issues if they get back to the finals. We'll go from there on that. They really don't have too much post play, except if they're going to post up Kevin Love, which they didn't do too much, or LeBron James, so there's not really a post game there. But yeah, so nothing short of a return to the finals for Cleveland. It would be a disappointment if they don't return, and really that's what I expect. How Coach Lue orchestrates that is something else, and we'll get to see. But if they can maybe add, I wouldn't say another shooter necessarily, but another playmaker, scorer, kind of 15-point kind of guy, I think that's kind of what they need, and they might get that mid-season or so. But yeah, this Cavs team looks good, and they're ready for another run.